Welcome everybody, I am the YouTuber here and we are getting set for NCAA Football 14 video. This is an unusual one, this is a different one. This is how to play the current bowl games as of the 2022-2023 bowl games on your NCAA Football 14 uh, on your NCAA 14 uh, game, whether you're on the PlayStation or the Xbox 360. If you're on Revamp, don't know how this works, you're probably going to have to look at a video on um, YouTube for that. I don't have anybody that I would know off the top of my head who would be doing that. So we are going to get started here with these. These are all bowl games. Don't know how many there are, but we'll get them all for you here, right here on this video, on this live stream here today. So, let's get started here. First of all, you want to be in play now mode. And that's where you're going to be. Let me fix this. For you. So you're going to be in play now mode. In this one, and we'll get started here. You'll see a lot of going back and forth like this. You'll see a lot of back and forth going like this to go back and forth between the stadiums. So we're just clicking this just so we can get to a stadium selection. So some are going to be easy. Like I said, some of them are going to be easy. And some of them are going to be hard. I was just trying to get my controller unwound here. Anyway, it's not having some tension on it. It may bump where it won't bump the camera. Okay. So let's get started. Sorry for that delay. I do apologize. So the first one we're going to do is the Bahamas Bowl. This one's going to be harder because some are easier than others. So the first one is the Bahamas Bowl, and you could do Hawaii because it is an island. But I have a one that was perfect for that because it has palm trees, and most of the bowl games are going to be, most of the stuff we're going to be using is at the end here. So you could use this one here, but this one doesn't seem totally Bahamas. The one I am going to suggest, I mean, you could do Orlando, but still there's no really many palm trees, surprisingly, since it's Florida. So I'm going to go ahead. There's Hawaii, but you don't see any palm trees in it. The only one I say really works for that Bahamas Bowl is this one right here. It is a high school one, and it is got the palm trees and some water in the distance. Yes, it says Tuscaloosa, Alabama, but it's got palm trees. So, that's the Bahamas Bowl. Now the lending, that was the Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl, or the Bahamas Bowl. These are actual sponsors, by the way, for the actual bowl game, by the way. So these are not. I'm not sponsored by this. I'm not sponsored by these in any way. These are just actual sponsors of the actual bowl game. The Cure Bowl, which is in Orlando. We go back. You do have it in Orlando. Orlando High School. Here, you could use that one if you wanted to. I think I see a palm tree there. For the Cure Bowl, but for the Cure Bowl, we're gonna go with the actual one of the bowls in Orlando, and that you can either choose where were they? The Capital One Bowl or the Russell Athletic Bowl for this bowl game. Alright. So that's that. Alright, the Fenway Bowl. Fenway Bowl is in Boston, of course, at Fenway Park in Boston at a baseball stadium. That stadium is not in this game, even though it's a major stadium. It's a major baseball stadium. So, what's going to happen there is we're going to do it one of two ways. We could do it at Boston College. You know, that's in Chestnut Hill, I think. I'll double check where Boston College is. So I'm just going to say at Boston College's football stadium. I would have to go all the way back to the B's to get. But the one on this end of the thing, I may at the end show you which stadium I'm talking about, so that you can get a visual on it. But the other way you can play the Fenway Bowl is there is one other way. People are saying, well, what about Gillette Stadium and since it's Massachusetts? Well, you could, but I don't think that game's in there. I don't think that stadium's in there. Is played right here in New York. The reason why I'm saying that is because I don't think there is one for the only other place I would see besides Boston College and that one in New York would be this one, MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So since it is a major big stadium. For me, I'm narrowing down between playing at Boston College, which you would have all the Boston College stuff on the field, or if you wanted to each team have their own end zone, then if I would do it MetLife. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to do Boston College or MetLife is my two options. I haven't decided what I'm going with there. All right. Now, the Celebration Bowl is the only FCS bowl of them. I said the Celebration Bowl is between the MEAC and the SWAC, which I don't have any of those conference teams downloaded from Team Builder. And as of now, I haven't tried Team Builder in a while, but last time I checked, Team Builder was down. So I'm probably going to replace it with two other FCS teams, unless I can get it. You know, get them downloaded. If I can get the MEAC and SWAC conferences downloaded, we should be good, no matter who. So, just gonna throw that out there. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. I'll show you that. Went a little too far. It's either going to be this right here, which is a Chick-fil-A kickoff, or probably not the SEC Championship logo on the midfield. It'll probably be the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Or there's a third option, or you put it at Georgia Tech Stadium, which Georgia Tech is also in Atlanta. So, the game is actually in real life going to be played at the new Georgia State Stadium, which was formerly known as Turner Field. So, you don't have that in there. I mean, you have the Team Builders version of it in the game, which is Middle Tennessee State, but yeah. Alright, the New Mexico Bowl, Albuquerque, New Mexico. There is an actual New Mexico Bowl in here. Let me make sure that I haven't skipped any so far. Yeah. I'm just trying to get the bowl games in order without skipping a beat. If I can find the New Mexico Bowl. I know what stadium I'm looking for too, because I've played multiple bowl games. There it is. Multiple New Mexico Bowls in the game. So, then you got the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. That is really what it's called. The LA. We're just gonna call it the LA Bowl, but the actual sponsor is the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. It's in Inglewood, California, home of the Los Angeles Chargers and Rams of Los Angeles. Los Angeles Chargers and Los Angeles Rams. That game, that same, of course, is not in here. That's going to be played at. There's going to be two options you can play it at. I'll show you those two options as of now. One is this Southwest Large Area High School in California, or at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. I'll show you that. Los Angeles Coliseum. We're almost there because it's a U. Coliseum. Both are Los Angeles, so would work. Next year, hopefully, they'll have Inglewood Stadium in the game because it'll probably be a Pac-12 championship side. So there you have that. And then the Linden Tree Bowl. So we've had the Bahamas Bowl, Cure Bowl, Fenway Bowl, Celebration Bowl, New Mexico Bowl, LA Bowl, and the Linden Tree Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. There is Mobile, Alabama. There the bowl has Mobile, Alabama. There you go. Right there. Mobile, Alabama. All right. Then the Las Vegas Bowl. There is a Las there. That's right. There is the Las Vegas Bowl. That is not a new bowl. I can find it. So that's not the right direction. What did I say? The Las Vegas Bowl. That's right. There's the Las Vegas Bowl. This one's actually at the old stadium. This one is actually going to be in the Raiders' new stadium. Hopefully, that'll be put into the new game. The Pac-12 would either play there or in Inglewood for the Pac-12 championship game. I can't remember where, but I'm hoping that they will put both those games in the new game because there will be a bowl side. So the Frisco Bowl in Frisco, Texas. That one's pretty hard. You could put it in Houston. You could put it several places. There's several ones in Texas. That you can put it at. You can put it here at the Sun Bowl, or you can put it at the Houston Bowl. You can play it at the Cotton Bowl. We're gonna play that one at the Cotton Bowl, old Cotton Bowl Stadium. I don't know if we're gonna have it with the hard Dallas Bowl logo, or we're gonna have it just have no logo in the midfield and each team has their own end zone. But it's gonna be at the old Cotton Bowl Stadium. You can put it in Arlington. You can put it in any Texas school. World Baseball in Conway, South Carolina. That one is gonna be. Last year, I think we did in Charlotte. But I think this year we're going to do it in at the University of South Carolina. I would have to go all the way back to the S's for that, but yeah, I'll be in University of South Carolina Stadium for the Myrtle Beach Bowl. The Idaho Potato Bowl. Like I said, if I say this one more time, and I said this before, but I'll say it again. All the sponsors, if I read a sponsor, if I don't just say just the bowl game, like the Ammo Bowl or the Sugar Bowl or whatever, the bowls that are on your screen, bowl sponsors are on your screen, or bowl sponsors that I say are the actual sponsor. Just to clarify that they are the actual sponsor. I'm not saying I'm sponsored or by these in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying these are the actual sponsors that were put in the game or that will be in the new game, of course. And they're in college football currently today. So, just want to make the clarification again. I generally try to say just Bahamas Bowl, Cure Bowl, Fenway Bowl, Celebration Bowl, Mexico Bowl, LA Bowl. London Trip is the only one I think with the exception. Fresco, Las Vegas, Myrtle Beach. Now we are to the Idaho Potato Bowl. Which hasn't changed its sponsorship from the game that time that this game came out to now. Yeah, the Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida. There was Boca Raton, Florida here somewhere I saw. Okay, so you're not gonna find it that way. I say yes at Boca Raton, yeah. Jacksonville. Tone. I thought we had Boca Raton when we set this down. Or was I Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida? I thought there was a bowl in Boca Raton. Nope. That's, I think, Florida International. Well, let me get to that. That's the one I want. Yeah, see the actual. And it will actually come across the South Carolina Stadium. There. That's where the Myrtle Beach Bowl would be. And now back to Boca Raton. So, Florida International. There it is. In Boca Raton, Florida. New Orleans Bowl. Going back all the way again. What did I say? The New Orleans Bowl? There's New Orleans Bowl. Where was I? Also, the same sponsor as back then as it is now, so when you see the logo on the field, you'll know what I'm talking about. Alright, the Armed Forces Bowl. There is Armed Forces Bowl. Where is it? It's the Armed Forces Bowl is in Fort Worth, Texas. Not to be confused with the Military Bowl. Here's Armed Forces Bowl. The Independence Bowl. Where's Independence Day? Independence Bowl, Shreveport, Louisiana. The Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, Florida. It's either going to be played there or we're going to play it again. St. Petersburg, Florida. We haven't decided yet. Because St. Petersburg didn't get a bowl. So, Tampa's already had another one down here. and we'll get to that in a minute. Okay. The Hawaii Bowl. We just passed that. There it is. There's the Hawaii Bowl. Okay, let me make sure we have not skipped games up to this point. Then the Bahamas Bowl, Cure Bowl, Fenway Bowl, Celebration Bowl, Mexico Bowl, LA Bowl, Linden Tree, Las Vegas, Frisco, Myrtle Beach, Idaho Potato. Boca Raton, New Orleans, Armed Forces, Independence, Gasparilla, and now Hawaii. Okay, so the Quick Lanes Bowl, which was the Little Caesars Bowl back in the day. Here's somewhere. I'm looking for it. It's here somewhere. I think I passed it. Almost. I think I passed it. It's here somewhere. I know it is because I remember. Okay, hold on. Oh, there. Okay, that's weird. That shows a Pelkable, but that is the wrong logo. I'll have to go off air go and see what the deal is with the bowl there. All right, the Camellia Bowl. It's in Montgomery, Alabama. We had Montgomery. We passed Montgomery, Alabama. Passed Montgomery, Alabama. There's Birmingham, Alabama. They passed Montgomery. There's Mobile. We passed Montgomery. I thought we had one Montgomery. Hold on, let me. We'll finish out the list. There's the actual one in Detroit. We had one in Montgomery. Okay, I mean, so you're in Dallas. Whenever Montgomery, Alabama, and Tuscaloosa. Montgomery. Alabama. I don't know where it went. There should be one in Montgomery. I saw it. There a team in Montgomery, Alabama? Birmingham. I have to go back out of it and back into it. That was with Birmingham, and I don't think. Let me go back out of it and then back into it. Okay? Because somehow it got a little funky. A little messed up. Alright. I'm trying to find Montgomery, Alabama. Because I know it was there when I was initially doing this video. There's the Belt Bowl. There's no. Yeah, there it is. Birmingham. No, that's Birmingham. That's next. That we skipped one. All right, so we'll come back to the Montgomery one, but the next one is Dallas, Texas. That's the Cotton Bowl as well. That's the First Responders Bowl. The next one, Birmingham, Alabama, the BBA Compass Bowl. There it is. That. Okay, now back to Montgomery. I know there's one here. That is the wrong stadium and the wrong logo. Why? I don't know. Don't know why there's not one in Montgomery. We'll have to look up that bowl off camera. Oh, let me look at that bowl on. Let me look at that bowl now. We can see if it was just under a new name of or not. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. If it was another bowl. Oh, it was a bowl after this game came out in 2014. This game came out in 2013 because it'll be 10 years next year. So no. So we'll play it. Nowhere I can find it. So we'll play it either in Tuscaloosa, but that doesn't seem right. So we'll play it either in Tuscaloosa or Birmingham. So that's the Community Bowl. Okay, let me make sure it's not kind of. We've done the Bahamas, Kier, Fenway, Celebration, New Mexico, LA, Linden Tree, Las Vegas, Frisco, Mineral Beach, Idaho Potato, Boca Raton, New Orleans, Armed Forces, Independence, Gasparilla, Hawaii, Quick Lane, Camellia, First Responders, Birmingham, Bowl, we get to the Birmingham Bowl. Then the Guaranteed Red Bull. It's in Phoenix, Arizona. We could play it in Glendale at the Fiesta Bowl here, or you could play it in Tempe. I think we'll do it in Tempe. Then you have the Military Bowl, which I want to point out was in Washington, D.C., and now in Annapolis, Maryland. So, that I wanted to clarify that before we talk about the Military Bowl, because there was where the Military Bowl was. We may play it there because it has the Military Bowl logo at midfield. But we also may play it in Annapolis at the Naval Academy Stadium where it actually is being played this year. I just don't know yet. Probably going to play it in Washington, D.C. That's the Military Bowl. The Liberty Bowl in Memphis. There is the Liberty Bowl. In Memphis. Then the Holly Bowl in San Diego. The Texas Bowl in Houston. The Pinstripe Bowl in New York. That's a toughie. That's another baseball stadium host for a bowl. Probably that one's going to be this one in Buffalo, New York. And then you have the Cheez-It Bowl in Orlando. Which you can play it there. Is a possibility, or you can put it in the either one of these two. Then the Alma Bowl. The Mayo Bowl, which is in Charlotte, which was the Belk Bowl. Then the Sun Bowl, excuse me, in El Paso. There is a Sun Bowl. In El Paso. There's the Sun Bowl. The Gator Bowl, which is in Jacksonville. You can play it there, or same stadium, or same bowl stadium, Gator Bowl. Actually use Gator Bowl, and I think that's what I will do, and I think that's a good choice. So for the Gator Bowl, use the Gator Bowl. It's the same stadium as that Florida Georgia game, which by the way is this weekend in real life. I will have that simulated version upcoming this week as well as some overflow of Dynasty Mode games and franchise. Just a little channel update there for you. So we did the Arizona Bowl, Tucson, Arizona. It's going to be there in Tempe. Orange Bowl. We actually have an Orange Bowl. Music City Bowl. We just passed that, I think. The Sugar Bowl. The Peach Bowl. When it's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, then the Chick-fil-A Bowl, then back to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. The Fiesta Bowl was PlayStation, or fried Tostitos, and PlayStation, now it's Verbo. Fiesta Bowl. The festival was part of the semifinal. And the Atlantic West, which was known as the Outback Bowl. In Tampa, then the Cotton Bowl. Then the Citrus Bowl in Orlando. One of those two will be that. It's basically the same stage, just different look in the middle of the field. And then the Rose Bowl, which is in Pasadena. There's actually, of course. That was a bowl. That's been a bowl game for years. That's just simply known as the Rose Bowl Stadium. The national championship will be Inglewood. We'll be doing that in that high school stadium in Los Angeles or the Coliseum. I think we may put it in the Coliseum since it's a bigger stadium. So, yeah, the guys will be the Coliseum for the national championship. So, review of the bowls, shall we? The Bahamas, the Cure Bowl, the Fenway Bowl, Celebration Bowl, the New Mexico Bowl, the Los Angeles Bowl, the Linden Tree Bowl, the Las Vegas Bowl, the Frisco Bowl, the Myrtle Beach Bowl, the Idaho Potato Bowl, the Boca Raton Bowl, the New Orleans Bowl, the Armed Forces Bowl, the Independence Bowl, the Gasparilla Bowl, the Hawaii Bowl, the Quick Lane Bowl, the Community Bowl, the First Responders Bowl, the Birmingham Bowl, the Guaranteed Rate Bowl, the Military Bowl, Liberty Bowl, Holiday Bowl, Texas Bowl, Pinstripe Bowl, Cheez-It Bowl, Alamo Bowl, the Duke's Mayo Bowl, the Sun Bowl, the Gator Bowl, the Arizona Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the New City Bowl, the Sugar Bowl, the Peach Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, the Rally Quest Bowl, Cotton Bowl, Citrus Bowl, and Rose Bowl. That's a mouthful. So, now I'm going to listen. Again, all the bowl sponsors that you've seen on your screen, or that you've heard me say, the ones on the screen are actual bowl sponsors. back then and still today. Some have changed. The rest of the bowls, I said, the bowl sponsor of, like the London Tree Bahamas Bowl or the Jamaica Kingdom Los Angeles Bowl, the actual bowl name of the bowl game, current bowl game. So they're in any way sponsored by me. So I just like to call them the Indian part, like the Mexico Bowl, the Celebration Bowl, the Fenway Bowl, the London Tree Bowl, the Los Angeles Bowl, the Las Vegas Bowl, the Myrtle Beach Bowl, the Idaho Potato Bowl, the Boca Raton Bowl, the Lawrence Bowl, Armed Forces Bowl, right? The Independence Bowl, the Gasparilla Bowl, the Hawaii Bowl, the Cliff Lane Bowl, the Humana Bowl, First Responders Bowl, Birmingham Bowl, Guaranteed Rate Bowl. That one, there's no that's just the way it is. So you can't help but say the sponsor because there's nothing else that goes along with it. Cheeses is that way. So is Duke's Mayo. Cherry and everyone. Rally Quest. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. Well, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. So like I said this earlier in the video. I don't know why I keep on saying it, but I just want to reiterate. I'm not sponsored by any of these bull sponsors that I've either said or have on the screen. So just a little heads up. Also, I don't know what happened here with. Go back to the Little Caesars Bowl. How that happened? But that's the bulk. That's the bowl in Charlotte. The Belk Bowl. I don't know how that happened. Glitch in the game. So I don't know how that happened. Some glitch happened, and that was weird. It's in the Run Bowl Stadium and the Run Bowl game for the right bowl listed. The bowl in the words, type words, those are just bowl, the Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. I don't know how that happened. When I thought it was current bowl sponsor, that bowl is now known as the Quick Lane Bowl. So that'll do it for me. Until next time, keep on YouTube, everybody.